Hey yo, what's up my little coders? In this tutorial we will explore the powerful functionality of the age grid, which is a JavaScript library tailored for creating dynamic and interactive data grids. To get started, let's quickly create a new React project by running the npm create react app command. After that, let's navigate to our brand new project folder and let's install the age grid dependency by running the npm install command. Now we should be ready to run our project. Let's type the npm run start command, and as you can see we get a default React application web page. So let's go to the app.js file and let's remove everything from here for now, just to have an empty page. Yep, perfect. Let's add an age grid component now. Also, let's import the styles from the age grid. And by the way, as always, the link with the code from this tutorial will be available in the description below, guys. So what the styles mean? Basically, this first one is a compulsory one, and the second one is just one of the possible themes that you can use. I will also attach another link in the description below in case if you want to explore some other themes as well, but this one is just a standard one, so let's use it today. But in order to leverage this theme, we would also need to add a class name here. So ag theme quartz. And let's also define the height of the grid as part of the styles. And additionally, let's provide some column definitions for our grid. As an example, let's imagine that we would be showing some products that we have on our website. Let's say that we would have the product ID, product name, product price, product availability status, and also the size of our product. Alright, let's pass it now to the age grid component as the column definitions, and let's say for now that our raw data is an empty list, just to quickly see what we get so far. As you can see, we got our empty grid by just writing several lines of code. We can already move some columns around. This grid is pretty well structured, it looks good, but it's missing some data. So we need to generate this data now. And obviously, yes, we can create some local list, populate it with some fake hard-coded data, and so on. However, it first of all takes some time to just, type this data. And also in real life scenario, most probably you would be fetching some data from an API. So let's try to also simulate this proper scenario in this tutorial as well. And to do it quickly and to also be able to have a full freedom on the data structure that we might want to have, we can use an Apidog platform today. And in case if you didn't know, the Apidog is a comprehensive API development platform designed with the API design first approach in mind. It's a super powerful platform that allows you to design, debug, test, document, or mock the APIs. And it really has a lot of features to offer, and it really speeds up the software development process by a lot. So I definitely would encourage you to give it a try because it's actually a great product. And it's also very handy when it comes to generating some mock data very quickly for your front end. Let me show you now how you can use it to do that. So here's the Apidog application that I installed for free from their website. Let me just press on the Create API button here. Now let's have a GET request and let's say that it would be accessible by /products URL. Let's also give this API a name here and let's hit the Save button. Now let's go to the Edit section and let's scroll to the bottom. And here we can define our successful response body structure. So let's say that we want to return the array, and this array should have a minimum size of 40 items. And inside this array, we would have an object. This object would have a field called product ID. Let's say that product ID would be an integer, and it should be greater or equal than 1. Let's also add another field called product name. It would be a string with the minimum length of, let's say, 10 characters and the maximum length of, let's say, 30 characters. We also need a product price that would be an integer. Let's say that it would be an integer in a range from maybe 100 to 2000. And on top of that, let's add isAvailable field that would be a boolean. And also let's add the product size string. We can say that product size string would be an enum with 3 possible sizes. Let's say it would be small, medium, and large sizes. And after that, we can hit the save button, guys. And now, if we go to the advanced mock section, we can create a new expectation. Let's give it a name. For example, let's call it success. And the last but definitely not least, let's hit the generate automatically button. And here we go, guys. It generated a lot of mock data for us automatically, and it just took us probably like less than a minute to set up everything. And here you have the proper response body with a lot of mock data. So, it's brilliant, guys. But okay, if I hit the save button and press on request after that, we can grab our request URL from here. And in case if we paste this URL in our browser, you can see that we're able to send our GET request from the browser as well. So it means that we also can send this request from our React application. We can create now a state for our data, and we can also send an API request on a page load to fetch this data by using a use effect. So here's our request URL from the Apidog platform. Let's get this response and let's set the data with this response. And now, if we give this raw data to our age grid, we should be able to see our populated grid on our website. And yeah, guys, here we go. Now we have a proper grid with a lot of data in it. And as you can see, we can move around the columns easily if we would want to. We also have some sorting enabled by default. And also, if we want, we can enable some age grid filtering for any fields we want. And to do that, we can just simply type filter is equal to true. And now, if I hover on this column title, you can see that we get a filter icon. And we can, use it in many ways. So let's say that if, for example, we would like to filter by price and show only the data rows with the price, let's say greater than something, we can see that, it does the job very well. And here's our filtering, which comes from the age grid. Amazing, guys. But also, let's imagine that we would want to maybe add some special CSS styling on a particular condition. So maybe if price is very small, maybe in this case we want to highlight this price. And we can achieve this by providing the cell style conditions. So if the price value is, let's say, less than 600, let's change the color of a price text to green. Otherwise, let's do nothing. And as you can see now, it actually allowed us to highlight the products with the cheap prices. Amazing. But also, maybe sometimes, we would want to take some action on the product. And for that, let's extend our grid and let's introduce an action column. And now we can implement a cell renderer functionality. So inside the cell renderer, let's create an action link with the click me text. And let's handle the onClick event, and for this tutorial, let's just log the selected data. But if you want, you can add any other implementation that would suit your needs. Here's just an example. So if I save these changes and if I open the DevTools after that, we can see that on a click event, it logs the selected raw data. Brilliant. And yeah, guys, this is the age grid. As you can see, it's super easy to use it and it does the job extremely well. But yeah, obviously there's some many other things to cover about the age grid, but I hope that this tutorial gives you some introduction and now you have an idea of what is the age grid and how you can leverage it in your code base. So I really hope that this video was useful to you, and in case if you want to see more content like this one, please give this video a like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.